What's up everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be guiding you through the steps you need to take to pass the CompTIA CySA Plus exam. So let's go ahead and get started. First, it's important to note that the CompTIA CSO-003 exam is coming out in June of 2023. You'll still be able to take the old one, which is the 002. It's not old, it's just going to be replaced by this third one as of June 2023. You'll still be able to take the second one all year long. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and go over the CySA or CySA Plus exam objectives. So this exam objectives is going to cover the third one, the CS0-003. Let me go ahead and zoom in real quick. So this will certify you, the candidate, that you possess the knowledge and skills to detect and analyze indicators of malicious activity, understand threat hunting and threat intelligence concepts, use appropriate tools and methods to manage, prioritize, and respond to attacks and vulnerabilities, perform incident response processes, and lastly, understand reporting and communication concepts related to vulnerability management and incident response activities. Scrolling down, we see that the number of questions will be a maximum of 85. The types of questions will be multiple choice and performance based. The length of the test will be 165 minutes, and it recommends that the candidate or yourself will have 4 years of hands-on experience as an incident response analyst or SOC analyst or security operations center analyst. So the 4 objectives: domain 1 will be security operations. That'll cover 33% of the exam. Domain 2 will be vulnerability management, which will cover 30%. Domain 3, incident response and management, covering 20%. And then the 4th domain, reporting and communication, which will cover 17% of the exam. If you want to learn more about the domains of what's covered in each of the different domains, I'll drop a link to this resource in the description. That way you can have a copy of it. Now let's go over the different study materials that I use to help me pass the CySA exam. You don't need to use the same resources as me. I'm just going to show you what I use to help. So first, we'll go over the Cybex CompTIA CySA Plus practice test. This helps kind of to understand the different questions, the wording techniques, the wording of the questions that CompTIA has on the exam. So it helps prep for that. I'll drop a link to all the resources in the description. The next one will be the CompTIA CySA Plus study guide. This is the second edition, the CS0-002. The third resource that I used was on Udemy. This is the Jason Dion practice certificate exams. This consists of 6 practice tests that you can use to understand the wording of the different questions, and you can use this to kind of gauge where you're sitting at. So if you're scoring about 80% on each of the different exams, in my opinion, you're probably ready for the exam, but that's up to you. And then the last resource that I used was the Jason Dion CompTIA CySA Plus complete course and practice exam. This is going to be a 32.5-hour course with 1 practice test. Scrolling down, you can see exactly what this course contains, starting from welcome to CompTIA, going over the study guide and providing you a study guide, as well as covering the different concepts of the exam, such as analyzing indicators of compromises, mitigating vulnerabilities, and so on. You can use this course as an audiobook, such as I did, whether you're driving to work, working out, or going on a walk. You can listen to this, especially if it's too much, if you become overwhelmed. You can just put this on repeat, and then the concepts will start to naturally stick in your head once you listen to it enough times. So these are the study materials that I used. Dive into these. Take good notes. If the concepts don't stick, revisit it until it sticks. Take the practice exams over and over so you can be confident with the wording of the exam. The wording can be a little bit tricky, so it's great to practice, and understand the concepts. A last resource that I didn't mention was joining the TryHard Security Discord group. You can find other students or professionals that are studying towards that certificate as well, and you can use it as a study group session. So you can find different students and kind of pick each other's brains and work together to tackle the CySA Plus exam, maybe quiz each other, go over practice tests, etc., etc. And that'll be it for this video. I'm hoping these resources that I put together helps you prepare for the exam. If you used additional resources or resources other than this, please drop a comment of the resource you're using. I'm sure it'll help other viewers kind of gauge where they're at, maybe a more user-friendly or more advanced resource. Feel free to drop a comment and let's help each other pass the exam.